I'm Kristen Mulholland. I'm with IEG, and we're here at World Bank Group headquarters in Washington, D.C., where we've just concluded an in-depth panel discussion about the future of higher education in the context of a rapidly changing global economy. With me today is Dr. Salvador Malo Alvarez. He is the Director General for Higher Education at Mexico's Ministry of Education. Thank you so much for participating and being such an important part of our panel today.
It's my pleasure.
I'm very curious to find out what you took out of today's conversation, what really spoke to you the most.
Well, I took several things out of the conversation. One of them is certainly that Mexico is in the same boat as many other countries. Mexico is experiencing the same demand for higher education that many countries are having. Also, I got the impression that the bank is realizing that the context of higher education is changing completely, and therefore they need to have a new policy or a new set of policies towards how to help other countries to improve their higher education. So I think those are the two main points. I also benefited from the report from the IEG group about what are the main topics that they have addressed, they have seen as important for the future. So there were many things, I think, in this meeting.
One of the interesting parts of our discussion today was that IEG presented that higher education is really at a crossroads right now between an increased demand for access to higher education in general from students who are increasingly completing secondary education. But on the other hand, there's increasing demand from employers who are increasingly hoping that graduates are prepared to work in the knowledge economy. How is Mexico dealing with this sometimes competing demand from both students and potential employers?
Well, this is a competition that has already been suffered by many countries, and Mexico is now suffering that. We have a large number of people that have not had access to higher education, and they are in the workforce. So we need to provide them with qualifications and with reskilling, so upskilling, so that they can actually perform better in the global market and in the Mexican market. At the same time, we have the demand for a greater number of teachers, professors, researchers that have to help us go into the next century or finish this at least and do it well. So there are two demands that we have to meet, the two of them. We cannot say that one is better than the other. We have to cope with the two. We have to see how we can create better researchers, improve innovation, science and technology, and at the same time we have to provide skills for the population at large.
So as you know, IEG just produced an evaluation of World Bank Group's support to higher education. And we'd very much like to know what, in your opinion, institutions like the World Bank Group to do to better support countries as they make this shift and realign their education or higher education priorities to meet these competing demands.
I think the World Bank has been playing and will continue playing a very important role in the development of higher education and in education as a whole, because the World Bank has the capacity of gathering many people with lots of skills, lots of knowledge, that can isolate the main issues of different countries and try to help them develop better policies. Also, the World Bank has the strength to get evidence of what the different policies have provided, have given, have resulted in. So the bank provides a lot of evidence and a lot of information that is useful for all the countries to work and to use in their own development. So I think the bank plays an extraordinary role.
Well, Dr. Malo, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And we look forward to continuing the conversation.
Thank you very much.